Hello students, my name is Mahendra Gharat. We have in chemistry we have started solid states. That is the first chapter. And in a previous slide you have studied various type of crystal systems. So depending upon the edge length, that is A, B and the C, and angle between them, that is alpha, beta, gamma, they are classified into, that crystal system are classified into 7 system. The first one is a cubic system, then second one is a orthorhombic, third tetragonal, fourth monoclinic, fifth one is a rhombohedral, sixth is a triclinic, and the last one is a, that is seventh one is a hexagonal system. Today's presentation we are going to see cubic system, that is the first one. Now you know why this is called as cubic system. In this type of a system, alpha, beta, gamma is equals to 90, that is all angles are equal, and A, B, C is equals to equal, that is all sides are also equal, and that's why this type of system is called as a cubic system. Now this cubic system having three kind of unit cell. Number one is a primitive, or which is also called as a simple cubic unit cell. In short we can write as a SC. Second type of unit cell is a body center cubic cell. In short it is also called as BCC. And the third type of unit cell in a cubic system is face center cubic unit cell. In short it is written as FCC. Now we'll see that is the first one, why it is called as a primitive, or you can say simple cubic unit cell. So in this cubic unit cell, the particles are present at the 8 corner. Since the particles are present at the 8 corner, such type of unit cell, cubic unit cell, is called as a primitive, or you can say the simple cubic unit cell. In case of a second, why it is called as a body centered unit cell. So here the particles are present at the 8 corners of a cube. In addition to that, one particle is present at the center of cube, and that's why this type of unit cell is called as a body center cubic unit cell, or BCC. Then last one, that is a third one, why it is called as a face center cubic unit cell. Here the particles are present at the 8 corners of the cube. At the same time, one particle present at the center of the each faces, that is a cube having 6 face. So each face, at the center of each face, one particle is present, and that's why this type of unit cell is called as a face center cubic unit cell, or you can write as a FCC. Okay, now here we will see that in the, if we will consider one unit cell, so here we can see that is there are 8 particles. In case of the second, that is one particle is present at the center, and 8 particles are present at the 8 corner. So 8 plus 1, that is a 9 particle we can see in the single body centered unit cell. And in case of the FCC, we will see that at 8 corner 8 particles, and at the center of each face one particle. So there are 6 faces, so 6 particle plus 8 particles from the corner. So that is, if we add this, then it will become a 14, but actually it is not like that. So next slide we are going to see, that is a number of particles in the cubic unit cells. Means in each cube, in each cubic system, how many particles are present actually, or what is the contribution of particles in the each unit cell. Now let's say example. Suppose uh, you suppose you have a home, or you have, say, you can say flat. If you'll consider the hall of your flat, then hall having 4 walls, 1 roof and 1 floor, that is, if we'll consider, then I can say it is a 6 walls, but actually it is not 6 wall, because the each wall of your hall is shared with another, your hall as well as the neighbor's hall. So definitely contribution of wall is not what, half for your hall and half for the another flats room. So definitely the 6 divided by half, that is what it is a, you will get a 3. Actual contribution is not 6, but it is a 3. So same way here also, number of particles in a unit cell are, in a SC it is a 1. Same way you can say in a FCC it is a 4, and for BCC it is 2. So how it is, why it is 1 in a FCC, that we'll see. Now you know, in a SC there are 8 particles at the 8 corner, but the one corner of this unit cell, it attached with 7 another unit cell in the crystal structure. That means the particle which is present at the corner of, at the each corner, will have 1/8 part for this particle, and remaining part will be for the another 7 unit cell. So definitely the contribution of corner particles for this unit cell, it will be 1/8, and since here there are 8 corner, so 1/8 into 8, that is a 1, and not it is a 8. Now clear? Same way for BCC. BCC like a SC, at 8 corner 8 particles, but I told you that is a one corner is attached with the another 7 unit cell, neighboring 7 unit cell. So definitely the contribution of particle present at the corner, each corner of this unit cell, it will be 1/8, and since again 8 corners, so 1/8 into 8, that is equals to 1, and one particle is present at the center of the cube, so that will be available whole, or you can say fully. So 1 plus 1 from the corner and 1 at the center of the cube, so 1 plus 1, that is a 2. So here in BCC you can, if we'll see one unit, single unit cell, you will observe that 8 plus 1, that is 9 particles, but it's not 9 particles. Actual contribution is only of 2 particles. Same way for FCC. In case of FCC again, 8 corners, 8 particles are present at the 8 corners. So definitely contribution, like same I told you in a SC, it will be 1/8 into 8 corners, so it will be 1 particle, and this cube having 6 faces, and center of each face is having 1 particle. So that particle will contribute half for this unit cell and half for the neighboring unit cell. So that's why here I wrote 1/2, that is half contribution for this unit cell, face of this unit cell. So half into such a 6 faces, so half into 6, that is equal to 3. So 1 from the corner and 3 from the faces, so 1 plus 3, that is equals to 4, and not a 14. Actually if we'll see single unit cell, then you will see that what, 8 corners 8 particles and the 6 from the faces, so that is what, it is a 14, but it's not 14. It is actual contribution of the particle is what, it is only of 4. I hope you must it is clear to you. Now suppose we'll consider unit cell having edge length, suppose it's A, okay, and this is also A, this is also A. So length, breadth, height all are equal. So I can write here length, edge length of this unit cell is what? You can say A. And now if you want to find out the volume, then I can write the volume of the unit cell is what? It is a into A into A, that will become a cube. Suppose the mass of one particle is m and there are n particles present in a unit cell. Now only you have seen that is in a simple cube it is made up of contribution is of only one particle, that is n is equals to 1. For BCC we have seen that contribution is of 2 particles, and for FCC n is equals to of 3 particles. So I can write mass of unit cell is equals to small m into small n. So this is my equation number 1. Now you have to find out the density of unit cell. So what is the formula of density? Density is nothing but what? It is a mass upon volume. So here you can write density of unit cell, that is denoted by rho. Rho is equals to mass of unit cell upon volume of unit cell, which is equals to, I can write mass of unit cell is nothing but what? It is a small m into small n, and the volume of unit cell is nothing but what? It is a cube. So this is nothing but what? It is the density of substance. Now this is my equation number 2. Now I have to find out molar mass of substance. Molar mass of substance is denoted by capital M. So molar mass of substance is nothing but what? It is a mass of one particle into number of particles per mole. So molar mass is denoted by capital M. So I can write equation capital M is equals to small m into Na. So now I want to find out the number of I want to find out the mass of one particle, that is a small m. So therefore small m is equals to capital M upon Na. This is my equation number 3, where Na is nothing but what? It is the Avogadro's number. Now put this value of small m from equation number 2 in equation number 3 in equation number 2. So I'll get rho is equals to small n into capital M upon A cube into Na. So these are what I can say the steps to show the relation between the molar mass, density of substance and the edge length of unit cell. If we'll get any 4 parameters, then you can find out the 5th parameter in the exam. If you'll get a value of any 4 parameters, then you can find out the value of remaining or 5th parameter. In exam this can ask for 2 marks or you can say 3 marks, that how we will find out or derive the relation between molar mass, density of substance and the edge length of the unit cell. So you have to write this 5 steps, or sometimes question can directly ask, that is derive rho is equals to small n into capital M upon A cube into Na. So that time also you have to write the same 5 steps. But if question asks, that is what is or how will find out the density of a substance, or write the equation to find out the density of substance. So that time you have to just write rho is equals to n into m upon aq into na, and then you have to explain the meaning of each term. Okay, so that we'll see here, that is rho is equals to small n into capital M upon aq into na, where you can write rho is equals to density and its unit is gram per cm cube. Then n is nothing but what? It is the number of particles. Now number of particle for the SCC, then BCC and FCC are different. For SC it is a 1, we have already seen that. Then for BCC it is 2, and for FCC it is a 4. Same way, M, capital M is nothing but what? Is a molar mass of substance and its unit is a gram per mole. Then AQ is nothing but what? Is the volume of unit cell in the centimeter cube, and if it is only A, then it will be the edge length. And Na is nothing but what? Is a Avogadro's number, and its values is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Okay, so thank you. Today we did that classification of cubic system, how cubic system is classified. Then we have seen contribution of unit cell, contribution of particles in the unit cells of SC, BCC and FCC. And in the last slide we have seen the how to calculate density if we will get suppose number of particles, then molar mass, edge length, or you can say the volume and the Avogadro's number. So thank you. We'll stop here.